Redskinned about to assault your ears. Just heard Cleveland retired Chief Wahoo. Anti-bullying campaigns, time and time again. Stop the suicide, stop the pain. But do we ever stop and think about this nation's double suicide rates amongst the First Nations? Let's stop for a second and look at who we're cheering for. We can't go on anymore with our masquerades and dawn hair braids and feathers, fox war bonnets, whatever. So let's switch up our war paints a little bit tonight, because we shouldn't foster the inadequacy of the indigenous identity. Organizations say they do it out of strength, courage, pride, and respect, and most of all they say they do it out of honor. So could I dance around up on this stage like some sort of brave? Maybe y'all could start to whoop it up and holler? Maybe I could feel a little less invisible. Should I put on a wide-faced grin like that Cleveland Indian? Perhaps I could feel the warmth from the crowd of drunken sports fans. No way, this is tit, and we won't stand for it. As a kid, I believed my home could one day become a stadium of triumph instead of just another rental dump. And for some reason, as a boy on my way to a schoolyard, and I stopped on a sidewalk and I started to wonder if poverty would ever end, and if it did, how would it end? Just then I seen my friend's Chicago Blackhawks jacket and wished, as children sometimes do. I wished a hero would step forward and right all the wrongs, stop the big man from using my skin color as a logo, and perhaps reward them poor little Indians with all of them millions, and perhaps give them poor little Indians all of those cool jackets, toques, hats, boots, bar stools, flags, jerseys, and most of all, that awesome sports equipment. And at one point, I thought that would have been the right thing to do. So come on, NFL, with your Washington Redskins. Stop it now, Major League Baseball, with your Atlanta Braves and fake Indians. NHL, you've already got your Blackhawk champions, and don't think I didn't see you drop that headdress either, NBA, with your Golden State Warriors. Let's open our eyes to a country that glorified the attempted extermination of its original inhabitants, romanticized Pocahontas, stupefied a nation, and made the whole United Nations blind to the 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indian reservations. And they call it honor amongst them professional organizations, because we use the R word like some sort of badge or a logo, and we share it together in rallies with tomahawk chops. And I'm trying to speak delicately, but somehow we forget that the N-word depicts another race very negatively. And correct me if I'm wrong now, please, but aren't those both racial slurs? Because sometimes little boys end up walking home with dirty little red-skinned faces and tears rolling down little red-skinned cheeks because their mamas told them to stand up for what they believed in. Like it's not cool to play cowboys and Indians in the schoolyards of the Bedford Row Red Men.